What's up everyone, David here. Got a new video for y'all today, but before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, new videos on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, so don't miss out. No, pretty sure you can tell, not in the usual home gym. That's because right now, I'm actually at a conference specifically for work in downtown LA, so I had to stay in the hotel. Regardless though, whether you're traveling because of work, vacation, or whatever the reason may be, still stick with your nighttime routine. This video, the one thing that we can absolutely do to automatically increase the amount of gains that we're making in the gym is prioritizing your sleep. Okay, it is free. It does not cost anything. Free. I can emphasize free sleep. That is the most overlooked thing in my opinion when it comes to recovery from the gym. You can eat all the healthy food you want. You can push as hard as you can in the gym. But regardless, if you're not getting adequate amounts of sleep and of good quality sleep, because again, it's not always about the quantity, it's also about the quality of sleep, well, you can kiss all those gains goodbye. So what exactly is it that we can do to improve that sleep quality? That's what we're gonna be going over with y'all today. You need to get a set sleep schedule in check. That's gonna be the first thing. But the things leading up to the moment that you actually hit the pillow, fall asleep, that is equally as important. So we're gonna be going over what is my nighttime routine. What are the things that I do that lead up to the moment that I actually make my head hit the pillow and knock out? And it all starts with this. So I'm actually about to do my cardio. I do 2 workouts per day. I do 1 workout in the morning. That's my traditional weight training resistance exercise. That's the primary workout of the day, I should say, the most important one. But in the evening, that's when I do my cardio and I do my mobility, my stretching, you know, the other important stuff to the gym. So after I do that cardio session, I go ahead and down a shake. But since right here we're traveling, we're gonna do things a little differently. We're actually gonna blend this shake first, then go hit the hotel gym, do our cardio, then come back up and drink the shake. And like I said, my nighttime routine starts realistically the moment that I'm about to do my second workout of the day. And everything has to be specifically time stamped. How far out you work out before you go to sleep is going to depend on you, your schedule, your availability, what you're capable of, you know, because everyone's schedule is going to be a little differently. But for me personally, I do my last workout 3.5 hours before I actually go to bed. So if my goal is to go to bed at 10, which it is, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get my water out. This, I'm gonna be drinking when I come back, so let's put it in the fridge, make sure it doesn't go bad, because it is milk, it has to be refrigerated. You wanna make sure, or I'm gonna make sure that I work out 3.5 hours before I go to bed, because again, that's gonna be crucial. I'm gonna be going over why in a bit. So my goal is 10 o'clock bedtime, workout, second workout of the day, cardio, mobility work should start at 6:30. So let's get into it. So that was it for the workout. Today wasn't too crazy. Like I said, I'm at a conference, so what normally would have been a boxing workout in the evening, today ended up just being some nice, easy walking. Just went 30 minutes on the treadmill, followed with 20 minutes of stretching. Nothing too crazy overall. So if the workout would have started at 6:30, that means would have ended at 7:30, right around 1 hour, 60-minute workout. So at 7:30, time to eat, or I should say drink, my last meal of the day. And like I said, everything is going to be time stamped depending on what your ideal sleep time or bedtime would be. For me personally, 10 o'clock, I'm trying to go to sleep. So if I'm going to be working out 3.5 hours beforehand, that puts us 6:30. I'm going to be eating 2.5 hours prior to that. So you do the math, 7:30, time down a protein shake. And along with downing the shake, it's also finishing whatever was remainder of the water that I had earlier. And so you see, I only need a couple more sips and I'm done. So why exactly are we eating 2.5 hours before bedtime? Well, we already established going to sleep is one of the best things you can do for recovery. And the more you emphasize your recovery, the more results you're going to be seeing at the gym. There's no point in pushing as hard as you can with the weights, and there's no point in eating as healthy as you can and eating the right types of food to build muscle if you're not taking adequate rest. Again, it's like you're driving a car. Occasionally you're going to need to stop and fill it for gas. It's not like you can drive the car non-stop or else it was just going to give out. You're going to be stranded in the middle of nowhere. Same thing with your body. You cannot be pushing non-stop every single day. You need to take the time to refuel, recharge, and get you going back to 100% before the next workout. So when it comes to going to sleep, one of the things that your body needs to do in order for it to, go through the proper stages and get into a deep sleep is gotta decrease its body temperature. Many of you don't know this, but our body actually decreases in temperature as we sleep. But when we eat food, our body temperature rises. I don't know how many of you have ever eaten a heavy meal, something with like a lot of meat, and you feel like hot, you feel sweaty. Some people refer to it as the meat sweats. Well, that's because your body has to heat up because it's burning calories to actually get you going to digest that food. When we work out, we're burning calories. And what do we feel? We feel hot, where our body's heating up. Same thing when we eat food. Although you're eating calories, your body's also burning calories to help digest that food that you just ate. And out of all the 3 macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats, protein is going to be the one that takes the longest and the hardest to digest. So that's why I'm going to be eating it out 2.5 hours before I go to sleep, because I want to make sure my body rises in body temperature to fully digest it and has plenty of time to fully digest, so that by the time it's actually time for me to hit the bed, boom, body temperature back to decreasing. Now, that's just for the food. Now, for the water, once I'm done with this, which I'm gonna down, like I said, it's only 2 or 3 more sips, I'm done drinking water for the rest of the day. These next 2.5 hours, I'm not gonna be drinking any water. Even if you feel slightly thirsty, okay, maybe take a couple sips here and there. But what is one thing that happens if you drink a lot of water right before you go to bed? Should be common sense. You wake up in the middle of the night having to go to the bathroom. And the whole goal of improving your sleep quality is once you actually go to sleep, stay asleep. The last thing you want to do is wake up, because that interrupts your quality of sleep. The whole goal is, again, once those eyes shut off, boom, you're gone. The next time they should be opening should be when it's time for the sun to come up, when you're waking up the next morning. So I was going to cover everything for the food and the water right before bedtime. So usually when I get home from that second workout of the day, the protein shake would have been drank on my drive home from work or from the gym or from the workout, whatever it was I was just doing, because I do my workout at work since I work at a rec center. And then right when I get home, next thing I gotta do is take a shower. All right, shower is over. And actually, most people don't know that the type of shower that you take will also dictate your sleep quality to a certain degree. Here's what I mean by that. Let's be completely honest, you're either a cold shower or a hot shower type of person. Me personally, I prefer taking cold showers. I just jump in there, right away just turn on the cold water faucet and boom, just let the cold hit me. That is just what I prefer. Okay, that's what I'm used to. I don't have time to be wasting there, turning on the hot water and just standing outside waiting for it to heat up. No, I'm just gonna get in there, turn on the water, scrub, everything, do what I gotta do, get out quick. But if you really are trying to improve your sleep quality, then I highly suggest that at the end of the day, finish off the day with a warm to hot shower. The reason why is because everything relates back to lowering your body temperature. So you might be thinking, wait, so if we have to lower our body temperature, essentially meaning we have to make it cooler, why would we be taking a shower with hot water? Doesn't that go against it? At first thought, possibly, but you gotta keep this in mind. What happens once we step out of that hot water? Our body right away is gonna try to get us back to homeostasis. Homeostasis meaning that our body's gonna get back to baseline. So if we expose ourselves to hot water, once we step out, our body's like, oh my God, we just got exposed to something warm. Let's get ourselves back to where we were. So it's gonna kickstart that process of lowering your body temperature even quicker than it otherwise would had you have just gone to bed right away without exposing yourself to that hot water. So that's why you should go ahead and take a shower with hot water. But for me personally, again, as much as I say this will help your sleep quality, I just can't do it. I have to do cold water. I don't like the heat. I really don't. I don't do well during summer. I get in the mood. I hate when it's hot. But that is just my personal opinion. You do as you please. I'm just telling you that, hey, this will be beneficial. Now, there are a couple of benefits if you do want to go ahead and take a shower with cool water, and that is that there is some research that shows that cold water will in fact raise your melatonin levels, and we already know that melatonin is what makes us feel sleepy. Why do you think that they have melatonin gummies that some people take right before they go to sleep? So you see, there's slight benefits to either one, but the research does suggest that you lean more towards the warm to hot water if you're gonna be using that water, that shower, as a way to get you into a better quality sleep state. Okay, just got myself lotioned up. You will never find me ashy. No ashy elbows, no ashy knees, no ashy ankles. Never. Gotta always moisturize. And you already know, part of the nighttime routine is to always flex in the mirror and let the body dysmorphia get to you and realize that you're never as big, as lean, as muscular as you would like to be. The moment you start lifting is the moment you're never gonna be happy with the way you look. Unless that's just a me thing. Okay, so once you go ahead and finish up brushing your teeth, doing your skincare routine, moisturizing, whatever else that you do during your own personal nighttime routine, go ahead and get that done. Now you may think it's actually time to go to bed, but just because you're in bed, just because you're closing your eyes, and just because you think that you're knocked out, doesn't mean you're gonna get the best quality sleep that you possibly could. There are little things that you can do right now that are actually gonna be improving your sleep quality. And again, the better, higher quality sleep you can get, the more your body's gonna recover, the more results you can see in the gym. Number one, we're still gonna be going over the whole concept of our body temperature needing to decrease. We need to lower it. So what's another great way to lower it? Well, it involves lowering the temperature of our surroundings. So the AC, let's go ahead and lower it from 70 to 68. Right there. We're now at 68 degrees. You go ahead and read the book, Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker. He went ahead and explained that the ideal temperature in a room to get the best sleep that you can will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, some people, that might be a little bit too cold for them. That's all right. Throw on a couple little blankets, whatever you gotta do. But if you can set that room nice and cool, you're gonna be falling asleep a lot better. Why do you think that we sleep a lot better and we feel like, oh man, I don't wanna get up. It's harder for me to wake up and get out of bed in the morning. After a good night's sleep on a cold winter day and we're snuggled up in the blankets, compared to how hard it is for us to fall asleep during a hot summer day, especially if you're someone like me living here in LA in this California heat, it's brutal. Again, we sleep a lot better in the winter because it's cold and our body needs to cool down. Our surroundings need to be nice and cold as well. So that's gonna be one of the very first things that you can do is set the room to the appropriate temperature for you to fall asleep a lot better and stay asleep. Again, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Another thing to take note of when you're in the room, and especially if you're gonna be traveling, because again, once we're living in our own place, we're so used to our room being arranged in a certain way, but when you're in some other environment, a different room, hotel, Airbnb, whatever it may be, you gotta be mindful of these little things right here. Not necessarily an alarm clock, but anything that emits light. So this is a digital clock, it has the light. That right there, what we just changed, the AC, the thermometer, did you notice how when I turned it on, it had a little light that turned on, well, even when it gets dimmed, it's still not completely off. Those little things right there have little lights. So if we could find a way to get a towel, a shirt, something, even a piece of tape, just cover the light. Because although we are asleep and yes, our eyes are closed, one thing that we want to do is make the room as dark as possible. I mean, look at it this way. If you're watching this video right now during the daytime, look at somewhere where there's light coming from it, close your eyes and tell me you can't sense or see, like, even though your eyelids are closed, it's not completely dark. Like you can sense when there's still light coming through. And even at night, you may think that you're getting good sleep, but your body senses when it has light exposed, like in this situation. So that's why we want to be able to cover up all the little lights in the room, make the room as dark as possible. Do what you got to do those little pieces of tape, throw some clothes. Even something you can do that I've been doing is I face the light towards the wall, and then on top of that, boom, cover it just to make it as dark as possible. I don't want any light. And to go hand in hand with that, our phones as well, they do emit light. So go ahead, turn it off, face it down, put it away from you. For those of you who say, well, no, I need to have my phone with me at night, I can't turn it completely off because what if it's an emergency? If it's an emergency, have that person call 911. They get paid to deal with emergencies. Your sleep quality, your gains are more important than that. Now, I just brought up the phone itself, and that alone is already enough to make an entire video of why you should be avoiding it when it comes to improving your sleep quality. But before we actually get into it, there's one more thing I want to hint at when it comes to making the room as dark as possible. I'm pretty sure whatever room you're sleeping in, it's gonna have some type of window. And although we wanna go ahead and close our eyes and we're making the rest of the room dark, there's gonna be a lot of light coming out from the outside. Even if it's gonna be nighttime, it could be things like the buildings, the lights outside, street lamps, even the moon. The moonlight is enough for your body to sense. So one of the best things that you can do to make the room as dark as possible is go ahead and use blackout curtains. And that's the good thing about staying at a hotel. A lot of them have blackout curtains. And for those of you who have never tried them, by all means, order yourself some and install them in your room. They absolutely work. They're nice and thick, and they are exactly what they sound like. They make the room as black as possible. It literally blocks out so much light. To be honest with you, these past couple of days that I've been at this work conference in the morning, it's kind of hard to wake up actually because I'm in such a deep sleep, and I wake up and it still seems like it's nighttime. Although it's bright and early, the sun is already completely up, but they make it so dark in the room because they do that good of a job of blocking out all the light. It makes you think like it's still like 2 a.m. in the morning, but nah, trust me. Blackout curtains are a nice investment, but that's just my opinion. Luckily here, there's 2 sets of curtains. So the first one, I mean, you can still see all the building lights outside, all the lights from the cars because there's a freeway right across the street, but go ahead and close that one and close this one. And make sure you close them all the way. Don't leave a little gap right here because like I said, even that's enough for light to come through. Go ahead and close it all the way. I like to pull it a little bit further and overlap them like this. Again, making the room as dark as possible is really gonna help out. Last thing that we're gonna be going over, these little guys right here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a phone. It's just any electronic screen that you have that you're right in front of right before you go to sleep. So it could be a phone, it could be a tablet, it could be a laptop, it could be a TV, whatever it may be. All of that electronics, what is it doing? It's emitting blue light. And the more blue light that you're emitting your eyes to right before you go to bed, well, what do you think that's gonna do? It's gonna affect your sleep quality. So what we wanna do is try to, I don't wanna say not expose yourself to blue light, because let's be completely honest, the world that we live in today, we all need to be on our phones for some reason. Whether it be checking a late night email, if you're a trainer like myself, or a last minute client text, make sure we're setting the day off right, like, hey, make sure you do this before you go to sleep, just get ready for tomorrow's workout, whatever it may be. We're always gonna be on some type of device. Even if you're like a content creator, last minute videos, you're gonna upload them over the night, we're always gonna be in front of a screen. Let's just be completely honest. So if that's the case, what you can do, if you can get away with not using a device, blue light glasses. Like even me right now, I should be wearing them because I'm right in front of a camera. The camera is an electronic device with a screen. So I should have been wearing these throughout the entire video, but oh well. So again, if you're someone who's gonna be in front of a screen, try to minimize your blue light as much as possible. In an ideal world, we shouldn't even have to be on our phones that close to bedtime. Me personally, again, going based off the timestamps, after I'm done with my workout, after I'm done taking a shower, that should put us at right around 8 o'clock. Right around 8 o'clock, that's when we'll go ahead and cut off the electronics, or at least try to minimize it as much as possible. If you can't, resort to these. And I would like to point out, I know earlier I said I wanted to go to sleep at 10. Don't look at the clock that I showed you earlier and be like, oh, it's well past 10. I don't know if they never adjusted it from daylight savings, but that clock is 1 hour ahead of time. So I'm actually on track to go to sleep right at 10. Just want to throw that out there. But again, electronics, let's just be completely honest. You know, whatever it is that you're checking on, you do not need to be checking on it. Right before you go to bed, you do not need to be binge watching Netflix. You do not need to be screen sucking just TikTok after TikTok after TikTok. Anything that you say that you're editing, there's no rush for you to do it. It's not like it has to be completed in that moment. It can wait till the next day. If it was really that important, you wouldn't have waited this late into the day, this last minute to get it done. Let's be completely honest. If you're really on your phone or any type of device this late into the night, it's for pure entertainment. Knock it off. If you really want to prioritize your sleep, then go ahead and actually prioritize it. Do these little things. They may not seem like much, but if you put them all together, you'll be surprised by the amount of results you're going to see at the gym. Why? It's because our sleep is absolutely crucial for recovery. The better that we can recover from workout to workout, the more we can push from workout to workout. Again, you don't get more results the harder you push in the workout. No, you get more results based on the amount of recovery that you get. It's like people that take steroids. Everyone thinks that, oh yeah, steroids are gonna help you lift more in the gym and everything. No, steroids help you recover a lot quicker and a lot faster from workout to workout. The faster you recover from one workout, the sooner you can train again. And that is a domino effect. And then the more you can train, the more results you'll see. So you see, it all starts with recovery. So there you have it, everyone. Hopefully this video was helpful. Again, the whole purpose of it was because this is the one thing that you know you absolutely need, but the fact that you're neglecting it is what's hindering the amount of results that you'll be seeing at the gym. And that is good quality sleep. Not just the amount of sleep you're getting, because there's going to be people out there who can possibly be getting 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep, but for some reason they're still feeling excessively tired and groggy throughout the day. It's because maybe the quality of sleep is not there. I could be getting good 9 hours of sleep, but if the room is bright, I was just on my phone for hours right before going to bed, I just ate a heavy meal right before going to bed, the quality is not going to be there. It's like people that spend 3 hours in the gym. Well, yeah, you can spend a lot of time at the gym, but if you're not actually pushing yourself and doing good quality hard work, then you're not going to be seeing the results. Simple as that. Hopefully this video was helpful for all of you. Comment down below if it was. Comment down below what are some things that you do to help you improve your sleep quality, and if you've noticed a difference in your workouts and the results you've been getting ever since prioritizing your sleep. Comment down below. Let's try to help each other out. Also, be sure to comment down below any other video suggestions you'd like to see me do, whether it be about mindset, motivation, nutrition, diets, workouts, programs, whatever it is, comment down below. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. Be sure to subscribe not just to my channel, but my girlfriend's channel and our couple's channel so you don't miss out on any new videos. Because remember, we have new videos every week across the board for all 3 channels. For my channel specifically, new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So don't miss out. And then Instagram and TikTok, same thing. Be sure to follow me on my accounts, girlfriend's accounts, couple's accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.